Welcome to another video from C Graphics.
In this video, I'm going to be showing you how I was able to make this design from start to finish using Pixellab. Before we get started with the tutorial video, I just want to let you know that everything I used for this design will be made available in the description menu. Check the description and you'll see a drive link there. So the first thing we'll be doing is to change the background. You go to your background editor, you click on color, and you click on gradient, then click on the plus icon. Now the gradient, if you look up, you'll see different grade patterns. So the one I used was the fourth one. So you click on this, you click on your color editor, then go here and change the color code. The color code I used was F3 CE A2. You click on good and you click on OK. So for this part, you change the color code. The color code for this other part is D8AB82. Okay, you click on good. Then you adjust this a little bit. You click on OK. So now the next thing we'll be doing is to bring in the image I used for the background. So this is the image I used. Bring it in, size it, see the covers everywhere. Then you go to your erase color. You go to erase color, enable it and increase the tolerance to 35 or so. After that, you go to color, enable it and change the color. So the color I use, the color code is 402A and 15. You click on good and you click on OK. After that, you go to opacity. You reduce the opacity to maybe 10 is better, and just reduce it a little, 8. So now we are done creating the background. So you lock your image so it won't be moving around. So the next thing is to bring in the image. So you go to your gallery and bring in the image. So let's bring in the first image. So this is the image I used. Let me size it. Increase it a little bit. Okay, it's looking too big. Reduce it. Increase it a little. Then, okay, this is better. After positioning it properly, you go to color filters. You increase the saturation, so the color will pop. I think I increase the saturation to 8. Then the contrast, increase it to 6. That's what I used. And after that, you click on OK. So now let's bring in the other image I used. So this is it. Let me lock this first image. Okay, now the next thing is to increase the size of this one. This image, I increased it to 80 something. Okay, 83 is looking fine. Okay, afterwards, after aligning it properly, you go to color filter, then increase the saturation. Okay, this is too much. Then increase your contrast. Okay, let's lock the other image. So the next thing we'll be doing, if you look at the picture, you notice something like the picture is not complete. So we have to cover that part, and to do that, we'll go to our shape, then go to gradient and click on the plus icon. Don't change any color pattern, just click on this node. We'll make this part transparent, so we'll reduce this node here. Now as you can see, that part is transparent. Then you click on this one, you change the color. So the color code I used for that part is A5 7449. A57449. Click on good and you click on OK. So the next thing is to make some adjustments. Okay, let's leave it this way. So you align it and increase it a little bit. Okay, this is fine. After that, you click on OK. Let's lock it so it won't move. So the next thing we'll be doing, we are going to write her birthday month and her birthday day. Very funny. Okay, so we click on the plus icon and go to text. Then we'll come here and write September. No, just set. Come here and write set.
Purchase your tracks today.
Now we'll change the color. To white. Then the font I used, the name is very long. The name is Sharp Grotesque. I don't really know how to pronounce it, but this is the font I used. So the particular one I used to write this sept is light. This light one, that's the one I used. Then I reduced the size. Let's leave it at 13. Then I went to curve. And increase my curve to 100%. Let's zoom in so we'll see what we are doing properly. Okay. It's looking okay. Let me increase the size a little. Let me reduce the size a little. Looking big. Okay, this is better. So next thing, you click on copy, go to your rotate, then rotate it and carefully align it. You carefully align it. Okay. I think we are done. Then after that we write the birthday day. So our birthday is on 20th. Then you change the color to white, then centralize it. So now the font I used was the medium own, Sharp Grotesque medium. Then I went to align and aligned it to the center. Then the size, I reduce it a little. I reduce the size. Where's our font? So for the size, I reduced it to 24. Oh God, why does it keep happening now? 24. I reduced it to 24. Then I aligned it properly. This is looking okay. Nice. So the next thing we'll be doing is to place this crown here on top of our head. Is to place a crown there. So we go to our gallery and we'll bring in our crown. After you've brought in your crown, you go to erase color. enable it, increase the tolerance a little, and change the color of the crown. So you go to color, click on the plus icon, and the color I used, the color code is 402A15. You click on good and you click on OK. Then you rotate it, reduce the size. Let's zoom in so we'll see what we are doing. Reduce the size. Okay, it's looking big. Okay, this is better. Let's leave it like this. Then go to your opacity and reduce it to 40%. Okay. When designing earlier, I just noticed I missed a step. And if you notice this picture, you see that there's a white lining, something like a white outline. So I missed that. I would have done that earlier, but I missed it. So we'll be doing that now. So this particular image, we copy it and go to color and change the color to white. I did not use white, it's something like cream. It's not white. Let me just tell you the color code. The color code is F2EAD7. Click on good and you click on OK. So after that, you carefully align it. Then this is the image. You send it back to this, behind the original text, behind this one. Now this is it. So you can make some adjustments if it's not okay, but okay, this is okay. Now we lock our image. So now the next thing we'll be doing is to write her name. Her name is Hilda. Click on OK, you size it, then change the color to white. This time around it's white. Then you go to font. Once you're at font, the font I used was Sharp Grotex, still the same font, but the medium version. I used the medium 25 version. Then I increase the size. So I think I increase the size to 60 something. I don't really know what I increased it to. So you click on copy, then you write Baci, then increase the size. Okay, this is looking nice already. Then after you've positioned your Baci, just this, you go to your relative tool and centralize it. Then you click on Hilda, the one we wrote earlier, and align it properly. This Baci is looking big. Let me reduce it. Okay, it's okay now. Now let's align the Hilda properly. Alright. So the next thing we'll be doing is to bring in this red effect. This red effect here. So let's do just that. So you go to your gallery and you bring in the picture. So this is it. Just crop it here. Then align. Then go to rotate and rotate it think I rotate it to -7. Then I increase the size. Forgetting the size, I increased it to 2. And we'll just try and see. This is looking better. Okay, let me bring in the original one. Let me see. This is better. It's okay this way. Where did our eye go to in Baci? Where is our eye? Here. So we'll take this one here behind the Baci, and that's it. You do your alignment. Let me bring in the original flyer. Let me see how I did the alignment thing.
Purchase your tracks today.
Okay. Now we are done. Now you click on copy. Now let's align this part. Let's align here. Now you send this to the back. That's it. So our text, I think I forgot to lock this text. Let me go and lock it so it will not move. Okay. Now let's align our red shape properly. Things just keep moving. Why? Therefore, when you are designing any element you know you will not be using again or you will not touch, therefore to lock it to avoid rearranging what you've arranged already. So for the Baci, I did some effect on it. I just added inner shadow. That's all. No much effect there. So you click on the Baci, you go to inner shadow. Once you're at inner shadow, you enable it. Now the color for the inner shadow is, so once you're on your inner shadow, you click on the plus icon. So the color code I used for this one is for the inner shadow of this one is F3 CE A2. Click on good and you click on OK. Then you go to your blur radius and increase it. Increase your blur radius and the offset X. Increase your offset X a little. Okay, and that's it. So this is it. The design is already looking okay. So now the last and final thing I did is this happy birthday, long life and prosperity, this part. So you bring in your text and write happy birthday, long life and prosperity. So now the font I used was that same long font I cannot pronounce, Sharp Grow Text, but the light one. Then I changed the color to white. Then I went to size. Which size did I even use? Forgotten. Just do it. And okay. Now you go to shape. Let's bring in a shape. Okay. then you click OK. You go to color. The color code I used was that same color I used for the inner shadow of the Baci. That's what I used. Then click on OK. Then you align it properly. Okay, let's increase this a little. Okay, it's looking too big. Let's shift it close. So the last thing we'll be doing is to add this shape that is behind this image. So you go to your shape, change the shape to circle, then click on OK, then size it. After you sized it, you send it to the back. Send it to the back and you align it properly. And this is it. We are done. I'm glad you stick to the end. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. And after subscribing, click on the notification bell so you'll be notified when next I post a new video. See you in the next video, and thank you for watching.